What's up, YouTube? Happy Friday. It's Mr. Ferguson here. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you got to spend time with family and friends and probably have lots of trash. Thank you for tuning in. I'm filming this on the same day I'm releasing it. I don't know that I've ever done that, maybe just a handful of times. But the last time we were out here on this back porch, we were going over a granular versus liquid application of fertilizer. We ended up doing a liquid fertilizer spray on the lawn. So I want to show you the lawn, obviously, here in a second, and mix in a little bit of our Christmas experience this year as well. But let's kick it off with how my lawn's doing as we get a little bit of sprinkling going on. Probably about 45 degrees out here. We've been on the cooler side here in North Carolina. We definitely have had temps in the 20s. It has been chilly. It has been cold the past several days, but let me just show you a couple things around the lawn and the results of that application we did last. So here is Mr. Ferguson's lawn in late December, almost January 2025. It's hard to believe it's almost here. One of the things that I have seen, number one, we don't have a lot of growth. Number one, that is just stunning to me. The lawn is not growing. We put that down, and as you can see, it looks like I just mowed a couple days ago. So it did seem to take the application of fertilizer we sprayed. It did end up uptaking that, changing the color, the visual color of our lawn. And with the cold mornings, obviously, we're getting now that it's getting a little bit too cold, you know, brown mixed in with the green. That's just that natural cold weather, winter fescue, right? So, but it's wild because typically, you know, when we fertilize, we're used to massive growth and really have not gotten a lot of that. But you see the leaves that continue to fall. One of my Christmas gifts Miss Ferguson gave me that I've enjoyed so far was I got a little teeny solar powered light, man. Just, you know, something from China, clearly, but just a little, it's got a little solar panel on the top up there, and then it's like a 3-panel LED light, so that's probably about as close as I can get you guys, but just to help me when I am out here, when we do run out to the shed for tools, for the ladder, whatever, I'll have a little light out here. It's got 3 modes just screwed in at the top up there. I may have put it a little too high, but I think I'm going to change it, take it off eventually, and put it on the what is it, the sensor, you know, when you walk by it cuts on type thing, and hopefully it gets enough sun over here. But as far as the lawn down here, you can see some of the shady nooks slash dense shade mix is starting to fill in a little bit over here. Remember, we redid this with topsoil, looking better, looking thicker, looking healthier, so that's good. And that's pretty much the story of the lawn. It's just we put down that application, it changed the color, but it really didn't grow. Like there's a growth regulator that I put down with it when I didn't. Now, one of the negative things that I definitely know, so I noticed this almost a day or two after we did that spray, and it's the fact that my trim nozzle from GCI, my red one, which is probably about a 5-foot wide trim. It's great. I've loved that thing, but since it started, it's almost like there's a little pebble in it, and I think it's just worn out. It's pretty old. I've done a lot of applications, a lot of products in that tip, so it's probably just needing to be replaced. But it started like sectioning, like a 2.5-foot section and then a 1-foot section with a gap in the middle, right? And we don't want a gap in the middle of our sprayer, so I've been using the Flow Zone, like 15-degree little green one, and it really feels like when I did that, it's really concentrating the fertilizer application. And what I'm talking about is when I did my trim pass, man, I'm noticing more brown to where I think it actually was a little too strong, and not so much right here, but look over here. Definitely right here in this set where I just went shh and walked fast. I was walking very fast, I remember, but look at that. Basically it torched it. Yeah, look at that. Like, I haven't even stood here and really looked at this, but the whole way up on the trim pass, it's concentrated it. It's not a wide, slower release, it's more, and I didn't even think about that. So it basically injured maybe a little bit of it. I think it'll be fine. I think it was just a little strong, but that really shows what I'm talking about. See how we got brown over here, and it's not just winter. So which means with my bulk nozzle, some of this, now I do the trim nozzle over here to do this whole section. You can see again, I just went, you know, did it all like that, and doesn't seem to so much have injured the strip right here. But just be careful, be aware of that. And obviously I'm speaking to myself when I say this, that I probably just need to go ahead and replace that nozzle, and have that wider nozzle, which doesn't concentrate it as much into a smaller section. But besides that, I mean, just look at the front lawn, guys. It's looking awesome. It looks like I just mowed it, but it's perfect. It's 3 inches. I don't think it's grown a lick. We've already taken down baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph. They're done for the year. They've been on display out here. Look at the trash. This is what I'm talking about. So our grass continues to basically fill in slowly, but it's looking pretty good. And even Mr. Kevin, we've been going back and forth. Mr. Kevin came over. We had a cool Christmas Eve. I started to film. I might throw a video in here. So we're at the range. Got Adam. Got Adam. We got Kevin going. So loading up, ready to go. But we went down to a local, and I put it on Instagram, on Mr. Ferguson Lawn Instagram. If you're not there, if you want to check me out, I've kind of go back and forth at posting that I won't for a while. I don't really do a lot of stuff lawn care wise. It's kind of random, but me and Mr. Kevin, my brother, my dad went up to a local indoor gun range. That was pretty cool. Never been there. It's not far from my home, and I was like, yeah, let's go do that. They actually have a golf simulator room, which really piqued my interest, but this was 4 of us going, so we all got a lane. It was a little bit on the expensive side. Had a lot of fun. Shot my 9mm. Need to actually go and clean it now, but yeah, it was pretty cool. No injuries. We had a great time. It's pretty neat because if you didn't see the clip, they put a projector onto the paper. The paper's kind of like on a roller, so once you shoot, the guy will come by, hit a button, the paper goes up, and you're shooting a fresh target again. So it's pretty cool. We enjoyed that. We had Mr. Kevin over. We had a great Christmas morning breakfast. The girls got tons of stuff. I'll just show you one of the cool things we surprised my daughter, which was a electric go-kart.
Hey, Sarah Jane, I think you forgot something in here you need for your haul. You got me a go-kart? Yeah. What do you think?
I want it.
Take a seat. Did you really think that it was... that we were just going to get Natalie a laptop and not give you something big too?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How do you start it? Oh, shoot.
How do you start it? Well, we'll have to work on that.
So she got the beast right here. It's a Jetson. If you want to look it up, it's a Jetson. Goes about 14 miles an hour. She's 9 years old. Just like a spreader, the only negative is these tires. Now that one almost feels rubbery. That one does feel rubbery. This one, it's a plastic in the back, but she has a forward, a stop, a medium, a low, a high. It's pretty quick. It scared her at first. There's also a drift mode where that thing it almost kicks it into high gear and whip it around. Of course, as being a girl, 9 years old, she got nervous on that. So we're kind of hiding it behind a bush. It's cold out here, but we've been charging it. She's been riding that. She got some roller skates, and my other daughter, she's going into 11th grade this year, so she got a Lenovo laptop, and the Lord has been good to us. So We've had a great Christmas, got to enjoy time with my brother before they went down to Florida to see his wife's family, and so it's been a great Christmas. So I hope you guys have had a great Christmas. That's kind of what's been going on here. Today, soon as this is uploaded and you guys are watching it, we're probably on the way or at Southern Virginia to see my wife's family. My wife had to take her car up to get serviced with brakes and things of that nature, so that's happening right now while we're filming this in the driveway. That's why you don't see her black car. And update to the Natalie video, if you didn't see Natalie, she had a surgery. She is totally fine. She was pretty much back to normal that next day. The stitches have dissolved. She's eating normal food. She's just back to normal. She's been back to normal pretty much since you know, a day after. We kind of very much limited the pain medication. We prayed. She's been doing great. So for those that want to check that out, that we thought she might say some funny things. She did. She did kind of make us laugh a little bit, but you can check that video out on the channel, as content is slow here in the winter. But Miss Ferguson, for all my tree friends that we're talking about our trees over here on our privacy fence over here, Miss Ferguson has actually purchased some small ones at Walmart. $7, guys, couldn't beat it. So we're gonna have to grow these and give it some time, but grow these bad boys. We got the basketball to keep it out of the way when Mom and Dad was coming. She just put this one in the pot. She put another one in another pot. So we're going to start growing these, getting them a little bit bigger, and put them on our privacy fence. We hit that 50% off Walmart sale last night. Man, it was crazy, like as much stuff you can buy. Excuse me. Just fun to feel like you're saving money, right? But anyways, we're doing great here. Hope you guys had a great Christmas season. For me, it's now over. We're moving on. We're looking forward to a new year, 2025. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know how your Christmas went below. Hopefully it went well. God bless you. We'll see you next time. It's pretty fast.